for today's episode. So the first strategy is your rate of weight loss. So the speed at which you are losing weight, the amount of weight you are aiming to lose each week. Ideally, this would be between 0.5 to 1% of your body weight per week. Slower than this, it's going to be hard to stay motivated because progress is going to be so slow. But faster than this, you're going to be so hungry and your calories are going to have to be so low that dieting is going to suck, basically. For most people, 0.5% is going to be ideal, especially if you're listening to the podcast. If you have a lot of weight to lose, then you could go more towards the 1% side of things. But as a starting recommendation, 0.5% of your body weight per week would be recommended. Especially if you've dieted in the past and you really struggle with hunger, start with 0.5%. If you have to make weight, so you've got an agreed fight date and weight class, you have to be that weight on that date or you're not going to be able to fight. And you're having to lose more than 1% of your body weight per week, so 0.7 kilograms per week if you're 70 kilograms, 0.6 if you're 60 kilograms, you get the idea. These are three things that you can change next time to make your weight cut suck less, because if you've already agreed the weight class and you've already, agreed with the promoter what promotion you'll be fighting on, then you can't really do much to change that. You've simply got to make weight. But these three things that you can do next time to make your weight cut more tolerable. 1, begin the diet earlier. If you have a longer timeline to lose the same amount of weight, then you have to lose less weight per week. Manage your post-fight nutrition better. This could mean hiring a nutritionist or simply having some form of structure or plan after the fight. Most people simply have no plan at all after the fight, and that is why body fat will be regained rapidly and often beyond where they began the fight camp at. Or you could fight at a higher weight class. Now, not many people are going to take that advice, but it is certainly an option. So firstly, summary, rate of weight loss. Most of you listening to this podcast aim for 0.5% body weight loss per week. Number 2, volume is your friend, food volume. This means having a large amount of food for relatively low calories. So it's about the caloric density of foods. This can mean choosing lower fat items. Because fat is calorie dense, it has a lot of calories, but it's not particularly high in volume. Choosing lower fat items means you can consume more food volume for fewer calories. This can mean swapping full fat dairy, so full fat yogurt, full fat milk for low or 0% fat. Could mean swapping higher fat cuts of meat, so swapping chicken thigh for chicken breast, for example. Swapping higher fat steaks for leaner steaks, or for beef mince, 10% to 5% fat. Swapping eggs for egg whites, or if you would normally have 3 eggs, maybe 1 egg and some egg whites to top that up as well. These are all reducing the calorie content, but keeping the volume of food similar. Also, eat your fruits and vegetables. They are low calorie and high volume. Basically, it's a case of eating like an adult. Eat your fruits and veggies, be a grown-up. Number 3 is to preload. And this sort of follows on from the volume thing. This is related to volumes, to preload your meals with something that is high in water or fiber or both and low in calories. So basically something high volume. What this means is, instead of just, you have a meal time, you go and you eat your meal and that's it. This means before that meal, it could be as simple as a large glass of water, maybe a pint of water. It could be having a low calorie soup, so like a vegetable soup or a broth based soup that is high volume, low calorie. Could be having some high water vegetables, things like cucumber, tomatoes, or high fiber veggies like broccoli. What these are going to do is they're going to take up space in your stomach and having the sort of stretch